From the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida, this is a tropical depression discussion with Karen Faxon.
Thank you, Daniel. The low-pressure area off the northeast Florida coast has shown increasing convective organization this afternoon, with satellite intensity estimates of 30 knots from the Tropical Analysis and Forecast Branch and 25 knots from the Science Advisory Board. Thus, advisories are being initiated on the system as Tropical Depression 1 with 25-knot winds. While the depression has a large cyclonic envelope, the center was very poorly defined on the reconnaissance flight this morning, and it would not be a surprise if the flight scheduled for 8 p.m. finds the same. The initial motion is a somewhat uncertain 315.8. The depression is currently being steered by the western end of the subtropical ridge, while water vapor imagery and large-scale models show deep layer troughing over the central United States moving eastward. All guidance shows the cyclone recurving northeastward ahead of the trough, with the biggest differences in the guidance being how fast it moves after a curvature. The official forecast track will call for the system to turn northward at about 24 hours and northeastward after 36 hours, brushing the southeastern U.S. coast. While the official track calls for landfall in North Carolina, several models recurve the cyclone sharply enough to keep the center offshore. This large and poorly defined system will likely take time to consolidate even though conditions generally appear favorable for intensification. The intensity forecast thus calls for slow strengthening until the system reaches the coast. What intensification may occur after the cyclone clears the U.S. East Coast is questionable, as the large-scale models disagree on whether it will dissipate or strengthen during interaction with the westerlies. For now, the intensity forecast will compromise between the two extremes, and keep a steady 40 knots until extratropical transition. The proximity to the coast requires a tropical storm watch to be issued for portions of the coasts of North and South Carolina at this time. A tropical storm warning may be required in a later advisory.
This has been a tropical depression discussion with Karen Faxon.